Residents of Sogakofe have again taken to the streets in protest of the Volta Regional Minister Dr. Ajboya Leche's refusal to meet them over the recent robbery incident in the South Tong district. Not only did the residents block the Sogakofe Accra highway, they've also been burning tires to register their displeasure. It is also alleged that a man reported to have been hit by a stray bullet. We're learning the military has also been called in by the police to restore peace in the area. My colleague Fred Kwame Asari is our regional correspondent. He joins me on the line with the very details of that developing story. Hello, Fred. Fred, if you hear me, let's begin with the person who has been hit by a stray bullet. Give us more details. It looks like we've lost Fred Kwame Asari there. He's our correspondent in the region for us. He's been following up on this story since it broke yesterday. If you just hearing the story, yesterday at about 1 a.m., the recently elected assembly member for the area, Marcus Mauto Ajali, was attacked by armed men. We're told that they made away with an unspecified sum of money, took away his safe as well. The news of that killing sparked spontaneous protests with residents mounting roadblocks and impeding traffic flow for more than 2 hours. We'll soon be hearing the key eyewitness also narrates how it all happened. But before then, listen to an opinion leader of the community. Here's Maxwell Lokuto on this matter.
To be an understatement to say that security has completely broken down in South Tong district. And we want to say that as early as possible, it should be restored. We want to recommend that there should be a complete security or a complete comprehensive security report from DISEC regarding these past events that we have enumerated so far. We also want to say that the police should be swift in responding to our emergency calls, because I believe this is the very reason why our taxpayers' money is being used in paying their salary every day. The patrols should be so intensified. We also want to see that there is a reinforcement of the police, and if possible, the military should be called in, because we realize that security has become so porous that it is giving a field day to the armed robbers to come in, operate, and leave at will. We also want to say that the security apparatus of the district must be re-looked at, and if possible, immediately transfers should be effected, especially the leadership. And most of the people who have stayed in this town, I must also put on record that people have been in this district for over 20 years. And you see, familiarity breeds contempt. And we think that some of them may be in link with some of these people to be perpetrating the crime that they are perpetrating on us. We also want to say that the police should ensure that suspicious characters, especially at night, are thoroughly searched at the numerous barriers they have mounted in the district. I wonder what they do at these barriers. Is it only taking little things from drivers who ply the road? I think that they are mounting these barriers because of our security. And the earlier they begin to respond to us and keep us, the better it will be for all of us. Police emergency numbers should also be made readily available to the citizenry, and these numbers should be effectively utilized. We also want to put on record that the police should train people as neighborhood watch committees in our various neighborhoods so that they can help them in apprehending these perpetrators of heinous crimes. The police should find the killers of this particular one. I said from the beginning that this is the last straw that broke the camel's back. We want to give ultimatum to the police that within 3 working days, the perpetrators of this crime should be found and brought to book. Else, what we saw today, to give you a background, we have decided to vent our spleen and anger on the whole nation by blocking this Sogakofe bridge for over 4 hours today. We are sorry for the inconvenience we may have caused to travelers, but this is our way of recording our displeasure towards what has been happening in the community. And we also want to say that if within 3 days the perpetrators of this crime are not found and brought to book, worse action will be visited on any other thing that we think will be necessary for us to register our displeasure. Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy that you are here. And we want to say that we want this thing to get to every corner, nook and cranny of the country and internationally. We want the president to hear our voice and to come to our aid. After all, we are citizens and not spectators. Thank you very much for coming around. God bless you. That the police should ensure that suspicious characters, especially at night, are thoroughly searched at the numerous barriers they have mounted in the district. I wonder what they do at these barriers. Is it only taking little things from drivers who ply the road? I think that they are mounting these barriers because of our security. And the earlier they begin to respond to us and keep us, the better it will be for all of us. Police emergency numbers should also be made readily available to the citizenry, and these numbers should be effectively utilized.
You heard the Maxwell Lokoto, who is an opinion leader in the community, threatening more civil action should the police not respond to the concerns they've raised. We'll hear from family members of the slain assembly member. But let's go to Fred Kwame Asare, our correspondent, who is joining me via phone. Hello, Fred.
Gifty.
Fred, let's start with a wounded person. We understand that it's risen from the number of persons who have been wounded by stray bullets has risen from 1 to 3. Tell us more.
Yes, exactly. 3 people have been shot by stray bullets. What actually happened was that earlier this morning, the minister was scheduled to meet the youth in Sogakofe to actually address their concerns on the increasing spate of armed robbery in the area. But then this scheduled meeting didn't happen. This got the residents angry, where they took to the streets to burn ties and then block the Sogakofe-Accra highway, just like they did yesterday. So in the process, some of the angry residents also besieged the police station, where they were throwing or pelting stones at officers at the station. The police attempted to scare them off by giving warning shots, and in this process, 3 straight bullets hit 3 of the residents. 1 was hit in the arm, 1 was also hit at the back, and then 1 was hit in the leg. One of the guys who was hit by the bullet told me that he saw the district commander, that is Superintendent Michael Zah, fire the warning shot before he was hit. But then he wasn't part of the protesters. He was just riding through when the bullet hit him. Another guy also was just coming out from the Premier Bed shop where he went to place bets on some matches ongoing, and then he was also hit by the bullet. But then the 3, I'm told, are all in stable conditions at the moment. 1 is at the Komboni Hospital, while 2 are in the Sogakofe Hospital. They are all responding to treatment at the moment.
So as you indicated earlier, the police fired these warning shots in an attempt to get the protesters off of the streets and try and maintain law and order. Has that happened? Is there law and order, or the people are still on the road?
Yes, as we speak, there is military and police present in Sogakofe. The military actually had to join the police to disperse the crowd. At the Sogakofe bridge, where they mounted the unauthorized roadblock, it has been taken off and traffic is flowing freely at the moment. And then, so as I speak to you now, there is calm in Sogakofe. Everything has returned to normal. And then also the DISEC, the Volta Regional Minister, and then the opinion leaders of Sogakofe are actually in a crunch meeting trying to find an amicable way to resolve this issue.
So let's get to the roots of this problem. From your reports, and again, from what the people have told you, it is they went on the street as a result of the refusal by the regional minister to meet them. Has the regional minister given any explanation as to why he wasn't able to make it for the meeting?
We've not been able to get the regional minister yet. But then information we gather is that when he got to town, he had to meet with the district chief executive and the other members of the DISEC or the district security council. So apparently they were in a meeting, but then the residents didn't take that lightly. They were expecting that he should come to them, talk to them first before going to see the DCE. That is how come they took to the street and then embarked on this protest, which unfortunately ended in bullets hitting some of the residents.
Have we heard anything from the police? It's been a number of hours since that assembly member was killed, which, by the way, sparked this agitation. Has the police spoken? Is there anything, any arrests?
Well, there hasn't been any arrest at the moment, but then investigations have begun. And also, the residents actually are asking the police to produce or provide outcome of investigations that they did in some previous robbery incidents. This whole thing orchestrated from 6 robbery incidents where the residents say that when these robbery incidents were ongoing, they tried calling the police to come to the crime scene and then combat the robbers, but then they didn't oblige to their call. They didn't live up to expectation as what is expected of them to do as peace officers. So they are saying that police in the area are not up to task, are not doing what is expected of them. That is how come they embarked on this series of demonstrations. But then earlier this morning, we had information that a bounty of 10,000 Ghana cedis has been placed on the head of the robbers. Anybody that will produce any of the robbers would receive this bounty. And then also investigations are underway. They've actually declared the house of the deceased, that is the assembly member, a crime scene. So investigations are underway as we speak.
So what we know also from the information you've gathered is that there has been a dissect meeting ongoing. So the expectation is that there will be some sort of briefing after this dissect meeting.
Exactly, there will surely be a briefing as to what plans they've decided on.
Okay, and as we speak, like you're saying, the road has been cleared. There is police and military presence to restore order.
Exactly, and traffic is flowing freely.
Fred, thank you for that update. Fred Kwame Asare is our correspondent in the Volta region, bringing us up to speed. If you heard, a newly elected assembly member has been killed in Sogakofe. It's sparked litigation, serious litigation among the residents who are saying they don't feel safe. They've been blocking roads. We understand this afternoon in a quest by the police to disperse the crowd. 3 gunshots, 3 bullets from gunshots seem to have hit 3 people. We understand they are responding to treatment, and the residence of the person who was killed has been declared a crime scene. Let's now hear from sister of the deceased, Selom Ajali, narrate the story, how it happened, what she saw.
So you can see the safe. This is what they do. At that time, the bag, the lady's bag, his bag, the bag that he took to the work, all they are here. So later when they are going to come and see the back of the car, they break the car. They remove the air from the wife's car. That's what he did to them. Now you can see that this now they don't use any hammer or something. They use block. You see the land, the floor. So they support this side, so this one go inside and it's open before they enter.
So the time they were hitting this door, you were hearing it and
That's
you were screaming?
Because of that I hear. When I was hearing the thing, I thought in the other side. Until I came to the porch before I see it's here. It's then that I ran to come. So the person is standing here. You see, when you are standing towards direction, you see, it's not that it's not straight. So I don't know that there's nobody here. So I reached where the motor is before the person put the gun on me. Wow. Then I ran back. That time there is some white car.
So did they come in a car or they just, you didn't hear them?
No, I didn't hear anything. The thing happened, I said from that time it's 2 hours. The thing happened within 2 hours. Because I was there making the call before he came. That time they are going to knock. When I see the time that I started the call, it's 9:57. So he entered within 10 to 15 minutes. I also entered. So the thing happened, the time that I seen, I think 12 something. So you see that from that 10 to 12 is 2 hours. So it happened within the 2 hours. So before the police people will come, they will cross 1 to 30 to 2.
Didn't help you people.
Yes, what have they done? If they bring their distance and grapple, they'll run away. Why can't they stay? They call them, they say they don't have patrol team. Patrol team is not working. People go to them severally. Some taxi driver go, motor go. People go personally like this too. They say they don't have patrol team to work. When they kill the person, later they come. What are they coming here to do? If not, it's got my condition. Me, I will not allow them to even enter the room and take the body. What are they sending the body to? Why would they want it for? They call you, didn't come. Now they shot the person, they kill him, now you come. What are they doing? What do they want? What are they doing this time? Are they police? What is their duty? What are they doing? They should kill people. When they kill, then they come for the body. They say they should write statement. They should do. What are they doing? When I entered the house, there were 3. One person standing there, giving one issue to the district. Instead of them to jump to the wall, I said that where that me I stand, if somebody run, I will see them. Motor people go there, the other side. When they will sit there. None of them was able to even enter. Even the room crowd, they are afraid to enter the room. Are they police? What are they doing? If it's left with me alone, let's be like this. You don't have anybody. What are they doing? This police in this town, we call them more than 1.5 hours. Are they police? What are they there for? But if somebody stole some gallon of oil, bread, something, they'll handcuff the person. They'll send it. They took money from people. But life, they can't save somebody's life. If they were come to bring that money, they'll run away. What are they here for? If not because of my condition, they will take me away. Because I don't know what they are doing. They call you several times. Motor can, taxi can, people come one like this. You are there until they kill the person. When they come, they say they shouldn't enter. They want the body. What are they sending the body? Who are they sending the body to? What's the thing that they want?
An obviously upset sister of the deceased. Well, police in the area say they are on a hunt for the perpetrators. They are, however, cautioning the residents against offering ultimatums, ordering them and issuing ultimatums. As you heard, the residents are giving the police 3 days to find the perpetrators. Fred Kwame Asare is reporting that a 10,000 cedi bounty has been placed on the head of these perpetrators. Well, we've been speaking to the PR for the Volta Region Police, Corporal Prince Dobache, who's been speaking to Mamavi Owusu-Abuaji, who says the investigations are ongoing.
Information can come in any form. If you monitor the media yesterday, there were various accounts of the same incident, and we feel that we are supposed to be the receptacle of those information, so that we will scan them, process them, and then be able to create some leads that can enable us to get those who are behind this crime.
We listened to an account of the sister of the deceased assemblyman, who said they called the police after the incident just to get some intervention, but they made several calls and they didn't get any responses. Can you explain what may have happened there?
Right. As I mentioned earlier, with the engagement of the youth by the deputy regional commander, the command has taken interest in inquiring to find if that assertion or concern as they have raised is true. Many times people are going to call the National Command Center, and then the call will be relayed to the particular region within which the incident is happening, and then further from there it goes to the particular district or division where the incident is happening. Now, this doesn't take much time to do, and so we believe that our men responded promptly.
That's the PRO for the Volta Regional Police Command, Corporal Prince Dobache. There, we've been trying to get updates on that story, also including details on those 3 who have been hit by stray bullets. The police tell us they're still receiving briefing, and so they will respond in due course. We'll give you the information as and when it is available to us. This is still a developing story.